In the beginning of every major innovation in history, it seemed a little strange. People thought, the internet's never going to take off. It's this silly idea. No one will ever order a pizza over the internet. And look at how far we've come. Metal is the future of money. The way we think about money right now, it's just in terms of dollars and cents and what's in my bank account. But in the future, the picture is much greater. Money, as we know it, is just kind of an IOU. And we take it for granted because we always expect that that money is there. But there's a big difference between money on a screen and actual cash. Metal is actual digital cash in your pocket. Our perspectives about money are changing, and so is the technology that governs that. And with metal, we're taking advantage of this technology. We're stepping into the future.
Live from Proton National Park, the Blockchain for Everyone 2022 Keynote, I'm your host, Marshall Hayner, CEO of Metallicus, and welcome to the Metalverse. We're really excited to present today everything Metallicus has been working on over the past year in building the Metal platform. That includes Metal API, the WebAuth wallet and authenticator, Proton blockchain and the new Proton DEX, and of course, Metal blockchain. I've thought about different ways that we could do this presentation, and I think that presenting in the Metaverse is probably the most crypto thing that we can do. So we wanted to do this keynote in the Metaverse, offer it to you, and have you come out and virtually visit us versus going into some stuffy room and sitting in a chair. Let's enjoy the Metaverse. So I'm going to start to walk around here and explore the Metaverse. This is a really cool park called Proton National Park in the Metallicus Metaverse. It was designed by Paul Gray from the Proton New Zealand block producer on Proton. And we think this is really cool. As we start to build out our crypto products for the Metal platform, you can expect many more Metaverse lands and Metaverse integrations into Proton blockchain and Metal blockchain and our WebAuth wallet. And we're really excited to offer that product. So let's walk around and see what we have here. I'm going to head over here to the MetalPay section, and let's talk about MetalPay and what we're building with the MetalPay platform. So this is MetalPay, and this is our crypto banking payments app. It's live in the US and EU and 47 states in the United States and 32 countries in the European Union. It's essentially a bank account that you get, a crypto-friendly bank account, and that's very important globally, anywhere you are, because most banks, turns out, don't like crypto. So it's very possible to get your bank account shut down or have issues. MetalPay is your crypto-friendly bank account, your crypto bank account. And more than being friendly with crypto, it allows you to buy and sell crypto, store crypto, send and receive crypto for free. And we think that's really cool. It gives you access to over 65 plus tradable cryptocurrencies, 0% fees on buying stablecoin, because we believe that cryptocurrency, access to cryptocurrency is a right and not just a privilege, and nominal and cheap fees on Bitcoin and Metalcoin, Proton, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all of your favorite cryptocurrencies. The cash account is really cool. It's just like any bank account. You get your own account and routing number or IBAN and SWIFT code, and you can essentially accept direct deposit, make payments with it. It's everything that you would expect from your bank accounts. And this product has been live since 2018, but what we're really excited to start talking about today is the advent of MetalPay 3, the Metal API, and our MetalPay corporate offering. And so MetalPay 3, it's very exciting. It integrates the best aspects of the Proton dApps, Proton Loan, your Proton account for authentication, and the WebAuth app, which we'll be visiting that section of the park a little bit later today. And it's very, very exciting. It kind of pulls together our whole offering on the consumer side. What's really interesting is our Metal API, and that essentially allows any fintech to integrate the MetalPay technology, Metal bank accounts, MetalPay trading, cryptocurrencies, custody, And all of those functions can be integrated into your crypto app or your fintech app. And we know how hard this is if you're a crypto company building fiat on-ramps, or if you are a fintech company that wants to add crypto custody or trading. This is a really powerful API, and we've really built our legacy kind of around this crypto banking product, MetalPay. So this is how a lot of people first heard about us, Metallicus, and what we're doing. And the Metal API essentially turns any banking or fintech app into an integrated MetalPay, and that's really exciting. Next year, we're going to be offering our corporate MetalPay accounts. And if you have a business in crypto or a fintech, you know how hard it is once you start interacting with cryptocurrency to keep those accounts. And so offering the corporate MetalPay offering, whether you're in crypto or not, it's a great corporate bank account. It allows you to pay your employees directly with the MetalPay app so they can receive their paycheck in crypto or receive their paycheck in cash instantly instead of having to wait the 2 days. And we're really excited about where we're going with this vision, with MetalPay being the ultimate crypto banking platform, not just in the United States, but globally in EU, and we're expanding abroad. So we're really excited today to announce our Metal API and MetalPay corporate banking options. And we think that it really is so much better than the banking options of the past because it integrates crypto, we understand your business, and you can have a completely holistic integration with the MetalPay platform. All right, moving on. Let's check out some other areas of the park. We're gonna take a little stroll here. Yeah, it's really nice weather today here in the park. You can see it's always nice weather in the metaverse because you can just decide what you want it to be. Turn up the heat, no problem. We like it hot here. So welcome to the Proton blockchain section of the Proton National Park. And I guess you could say this is the flagship section of the Proton National Park. The Proton blockchain, the Proton Layer 1 blockchain. And this was the first blockchain that Metallicus created. We're really proud of it. We feel that it solves a lot of the problems in payments, and we created it to solve the payments problems that we saw with traditional banking, with ACH, with Fedwire, with IBAN accounts, SWIFT and SEPA transfers. It's all very slow, and in many cases, even when it is relatively fast, at most, it still takes a few minutes to transfer. So we wanted instantaneous transfer. Also, when we look at other blockchains, we could see 7 to 14 transactions a second. At most, it's maybe 1,000. So by bringing it up to about 4,000 transactions per second, we have a really fast, efficient layer 1 payments blockchain. And this is our payments blockchain we call Proton. We really think it's very exciting what we've built here because it makes it simple to use. It obfuscates the complex and technical jargon, random strings for usernames. There are no gas fees. When it comes to fiat on-ramping and off-ramping, we've essentially made cash a protocol. So the interaction with bank accounts, very similar to what you would see with traditional bank payment messaging, this is replicated on the Proton blockchain. So many of you are already familiar, if you're watching this video, with the Proton blockchain. This is our layer 1 blockchain, and it allows you to launch tokens, dApps, smart contracts, NFTs, pretty much everything you would want that interacts on a consumer level can also work for corporations. This is all possible on Proton. It eliminates the gas fee problem. As an entity, you don't want to have your users paying crazy fees. You want to pay those fees and then charge the user in another place where it makes sense to remove all of the friction. And this is what Web 2 has really mastered and figured out that Web 3 needs to learn, essentially. And this is what we've learned with Proton blockchain, how to create that awesome user experience. And another thing that's great about Proton blockchain is that all of the dApps that you would expect when it comes to decentralized exchange, DeFi lending and borrowing, OTC trading, farming, it's all built and very simple and easy to use on Proton blockchain and can easily integrate into your apps. And because we have decentralized identity for consumers and business, it makes it a lot easier when you're sending on the blockchain, knowing who you're sending to. So you can see, for example, Marshall sending to Paul, Marshall Hayner to Paul Gray with a check mark to either person. That works. Or, for example, Marshall Hayner to MetalPay.com, the MetalPay app. It's really great to have that verified identity. And when we think about the future of crypto, it's a world in which regulations are converging with the blockchain, and we need to be ready for that, and Proton is built for that. So we're very excited about this, about the Proton blockchain, about what we're building. And we think that people should have access to their keys, access to their crypto, and Proton really gives you that capability. By tying it to your identity, we can in the future recover your crypto keys. You can reset your crypto keys on Proton, add permissions and sub-accounts. It really is an incredible, incredible blockchain that once you use it, you probably will never go back. The other cool thing about Proton as well is that it integrates all major cryptocurrencies as wrapped X tokens, and that's something that Metallicus has built and offered, but we expect other platforms to begin to offer their stable coins and wrapped tokens as well. Metallicus offers all of the blue chip cryptocurrencies from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, you name it, they're all there on the Proton blockchain. Welcome to the WebAuth section of the Proton National Park, and this is Metallicus's flagship decentralized non-custodial crypto wallet we call webauth.com. And that name basically comes from the protocol, the web authentication protocol that's recommended by the W3C and was created in Stanford. And it really is the future of decentralized login, passwordless login. And we've seen recently Google and Apple commit to this. It really is not only just a crypto wallet, but is a true Web3 wallet that for iOS, Android, standalone, but also works in your browser, not as an extension. And that's really important because when we talk about crypto, you should never ever be using extensions, but yet everything we're doing in crypto is with extensions. So WebAuth uses the web authentication standard to do the signing using what they call the secure enclave of your device. That is the special chip inside of your mobile phone or your computer that never exposes private keys. It can generate key pairs, but the keys are always constrained to that secure element, or secure enclave as they call it. And WebAuth makes use of the secure enclave. Now this is only available on Proton blockchain, but we do plan to expand that web authentication into other blockchains, and we plan to do that through the Metal blockchain, and we'll be talking about that later in the keynote. So WebAuth, as the name stands, it really isn't just for Proton, although we started with Proton where we could build all of these awesome features. It's a wallet that we plan to expand to every blockchain and essentially bring web authentication and not only cryptocurrency, but identity, banking, passwordless login, everything you would expect and want with your identity products. So forget the one-time password codes that expire in 90 seconds and force you to leave your app. That means you're vulnerable for 90 seconds. We'd like you to be vulnerable for 0 seconds. And so with WebAuth, it really is a new standard for not only cryptocurrency, but for security and private key management and identity in general. Another really interesting feature of the WebAuth wallet is the Proton signing request, which allows payments to essentially and logins to pop up inside of your Proton wallet, and you can authenticate them in the wallet. Now this isn't too different than what you're familiar with Wallet Connect or other crypto wallets, but it's really a better model for security in that we can integrate the WebAuth keys on your device. So that device can be removed at any time. You can add and remove as many devices as you want, and they can be permissioned out to use your Face ID, Touch ID, YubiKey, or even your traditional MetaMask wallet. One of the great things about WebAuth is currently on Proton blockchain, it supports all major crypto assets as X tokens or wrapped tokens. We have automatic wrapping and withdrawing and NFT support for Proton blockchain and our new web version. So essentially, if you open this wallet in the web browser, it's going to look exactly like it looks on iOS or Android. And it's completely feature complete between all of your different platforms from Android to iOS to web. It also has testnet support now. We're very excited about that. Again, this is a fully functional multi-crypto wallet, and we are going to expand it beyond just the Proton blockchain. And that's a big part of the reason for the name webauth.com and WebAuth. It is an authentication product because essentially all crypto transactions are authentications. On that note, let's head on over to the swap area of Proton National Park and let's talk about Metallicus' new regulated, fully non-custodial, decentralized exchange. We're really excited about it, and we think you will be too. So here we are at the Proton Swap Proton DEX section, and this is a Proton dApp that Metallicus built, the swap and DEX and OTC platform, and we're really proud of it. It really is a next-gen decentralized exchange. It has the automated market maker function with farms and pools, just like you would expect kind of on Uniswap or PancakeSwap. It integrates all of the most popular blue chip cryptocurrencies and up-and-coming cryptocurrencies, and this is going to begin to expand rapidly this year with new asset listings. Essentially what this allows you to do is make a simple market buy or trade with no gas fees using decentralized identity. And into the future, it's going to expand, like I mentioned, to have more assets. If you are a crypto trading desk, our OTC function is really an interesting function. It allows you to eliminate the question of who sends first when you make a payment. It also eliminates the need to have new payment addresses that people don't recognize or can't verify. You can use the decentralized identities to verify who you're doing an OTC trade with. And it really is a trustless OTC trade with no fees, which we think is really cool. One of the new features that we're really excited about is the Proton DEX, which introduces market and limit orders to the decentralized exchange. And one of the cool things about Proton is that it's so resource efficient, is that it can handle over 1,000 trades per second. It can essentially do what all the major large exchanges do in a decentralized environment. So you have to begin to ask yourself the question, why would you ever trade on a centralized exchange again if you didn't have to? The coins are either in your wallet or they're sitting pending an order. Those are the two states of your coins, and at all times you're in full control. And so this is not just like an extension of the automated market maker. I'm talking about a fully decentralized spot exchange with limit, stop loss, take profit, IOC, post only, all initiated from the secure enclave of your phone with webauth.com. And obviously you can use other wallets, MetaMask, etc. But we feel that this is the best security because essentially it's like trading with the Tracer if your Tracer could do Face ID. So this is probably going to be one of the most exciting cryptocurrency spot exchanges to emerge in I can't remember how long. It's not all about trading in cryptocurrency. It's also about borrowing and lending and hodling. What if we want access to capital, but we don't want to sell our cryptocurrency now? Or what if we simply want to make passive income off of the cryptocurrency that's just sitting in our wallet? Welcome to Proton Loan, and those that are familiar with this is Metallicus' flagship DeFi lending and borrowing product. It's great because it integrates decentralized identity, no gas fees, every popular mainnet cryptocurrency and soon to be more, all in one simple and easy to use platform. And when you think about DeFi lending and kind of where we've gone with cryptocurrency, this is where you want to be. You want to be in DeFi, not in CeFi. And Proton Loan really makes it possible to integrate DeFi lending into your apps in a safe and responsible way with decentralized identity that can comply with OFAC regulations, with KYC and KYB, know your customer and know your business anti-money laundering regulations, but also can just give a really great user experience. So we're really excited about Proton Loan and the loan token and DAO around loan. Ultimately, Proton Loan is going to expand onto not only to have other X tokens and assets, but onto other blockchains as well. And we're very excited about that. And the loan token is essentially what they call a decentralized autonomous organization. So as the protocol expands, those that are using it are earning loan token, and we'll be making a lot of the decisions and future features that will come in loan will be decided around the loan DAO. So we think this is really cool because when you look at the past of so-called lending in cryptocurrency, you really want to be in DeFi. And not just any DeFi, but a blockchain that can be compliant with new regulations. So when we look at some of the issues that came up recently with Tornado Cash or other DeFi lending platforms, how do they deal with this? Proton deals with it using the decentralized identity, and Proton Loan has used this since day one to stay compliant with various rules and regulations and laws around the world everywhere it operates. So we're very proud of this platform, and we think it really is the future of finance for all of fintechs that want to offer DeFi lending in their CeFi or even DeFi apps. Now we've seen what we can do with wrapped tokens, but what if I told you we could take popular mainnet cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and move them to a truly trustless, decentralized bridge that doesn't rely on smart contracts or oracles? You'd probably say I was crazy. Metal Blockchain is Metallicus' new Layer 0 decentralized ledger built to bring popular proof-of-work cryptocurrencies and blockchains under one consensus and eliminate bridge hacking risk and the need for centralized exchanges entirely. Built from the Snow protocols and Antelope, we are creating the ultimate DeFi chain experience. In doing so, we speed up popular blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and others while introducing smart contracts to the most popular legacy crypto blockchains in the world. We've improved upon the original Avalanche blockchain by introducing a fourth subchain for payments we call A-Chain, which is based on the resource-efficient payments blockchain, Proton. Now, we've heard about Proton earlier in the presentation, so you're familiar with the payments blockchain, but what if we want to transition beyond just being a token and into a standalone chain? This is where Metal comes into the picture. This is a layer 0, so it allows us to move from not only tokens, but coins. And proof-of-work blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin that have a vision to eventually become proof-of-stake now have a very fast and easy path to become proof-of-stake. And the most interesting thing about this is it doesn't really need permission from anyone to do that. We're essentially going to take these proof-of-work blockchains and bring them to proof-of-stake, giving them a unhackable decentralized bridge. How do we create the unhackable bridge? Well, we have to remove smart contracts and oracles. We have to remove the notion that we're going to essentially bridge blockchains through these traditional means and start to look at a different model, what I call the intra-blockchain communication. And intra-blockchain communication is a little bit different than the Cosmos vision of inter-blockchain communication, or IBC, where essentially we've taken these popular proof-of-work chains or other chains and rewritten them into Golang and brought them to the Metal blockchain to operate as their own independent chain. So in doing so, they keep their token economics, their reward system, and they're allowed to become scalable, faster, and even have the potential in the future to have less inflation through a better consensus mechanism. So by eliminating proof of work from the system, we can essentially have a safer multi-blockchain environment where Bitcoin can talk to Dogecoin, can talk to Ethereum. We've gone from 7 to 14 transactions per second to over 4,500 transactions per second, and most importantly to a half-second finality time. And that's really important when it comes to payment processing, comes to traditional payments and banking. We need fast finality. It's not just fast transaction speed, but faster finality. And this is as fast as it gets in blockchain. So with the new Metal blockchain, we introduced the fourth subchain we call A-Chain, Proton. We also have the C-Chain, which is for the EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine, the P-Chain, which is the platform staking chain, and the X-Chain, which is the cross-transfer chain, subchain that allows us to transfer assets between subchains. We think this is really interesting because not only are we evolving the vision of Ethereum to include Bitcoin and Dogecoin and other popular cryptocurrencies, but we're also bringing web authentication to the most popular proof-of-work chains in the world. And that's the vision. We want to make crypto a friendly place where bridges can't be hacked, wallets don't expose your private keys, every device turns into a hardware wallet, and smart contracts exist on Bitcoin and Dogecoin. This is Metal blockchain, and we think it might just be the biggest thing we've done yet at Metallicus. I wanted to take a moment and reflect on the incredible team and amazing vision that brought us together here to build the company Metallicus. When we dare to dream and think about how money could begin to work for us and for us to stop working for money, it really paints a picture of a future that I personally want to live in. That future is built on blockchain technology, embedded finance, and it enables us the opportunity to grow together and find new paths for financial success that didn't really exist for us before today. Metallicus is bringing about that future with its global digital asset banking network, blockchain technology, and consumer-facing front end that's just dead simple to use. We're excited to partner with every crypto company and fintech in the space, and we think we have something really, truly special to offer. And that about sums it up. Thanks again for coming out to Proton National Park to see the Blockchain for Everyone 2022 keynote. Until then, I'll see you in the Metaverse.